Hello there, Nice Slice here, coming at you from the Great White North in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Now today, we're going to be doing a response to an open tag from Doom Crew Outdoors. He put out a tag to show your flea market knives and your your estate sale knives, your flea market knives, anywhere where you had to actually go in and, barter and talk to a vendor instead of buying them online like a lot of us do, which is something, I go to a lot of flea markets. If you've watched my videos, I'm always looking for a deal because they are out there. But also, I'm gonna call this one a bit of a way back Wednesday video as well. The reason for that is today's my birthday, and that goes way back. So anyhow, I did receive this in the mail yesterday, and I'm considering that as a birthday gift from our friend Mo at Kirby Creek Outfit. He took the time to carve this, and as you can see, he's got some skill and some talent. Did an excellent job. I just want to say, Mo, thank you so much. Appreciate that, brother. I'll find the right place to keep this guy. We call him the Stick Dudes. I'm sure I'll come up with a moniker for this guy eventually, but could be my twin brother right there. We'll just put him over in the corner. And we'll get going on the flea market, estate sale, Craigslist, second-hand shop, pawn shop knives, because I got them all. Where to start? Let's start with $5 knives from the flea market. These are my Opinels. For $5, you can't go wrong. These are great little knives. This one is, let's see if it'll focus there. Stainless. And my camera's not agreeing with me today. Not cooperating. Anyhow. I think there's too much going on in the background for it to focus. These are two. This is number 6. This is number 7. I have 2 number 8s. If you remember, I did a mustard etch on this one. I took some time and just put some mustard on that. Let it set for a few hours. But for $5, you can't go wrong with an Opinel. They're a terrific knife. Locking blade. Very sharp. Very durable. So those I all picked up from my knife guy at the Cloverdale Flea Market. If you're ever in Cloverdale on a Sunday morning, stop by the flea market. Go see the knife guy there. Now here are some $10 ones that I picked up there. So what we have here is a Camillus, the one and only Camillus in my collection. That is called the Silver Sword. Nice little lockback knife there. Not so much different than the Buck Alumni. This thing was mint shape. Got that for $10. Pretty happy about that. Discontinued by Buck now. These two are the Buck 424 and the 444. Both small little lockbacks. Great shape. So I've noticed when I go to flea markets, a lot of the knives are just dull and dirty. If they're a lockback, they might have some pocket lint or something in there, and they don't lock up, they don't snap. All it takes is some cleaning up, a little patience on the sharpening stone. Your knife is as good as new again. I really like this one with the little finger groove there. That's a nice little knife. Super lightweight, you don't even know it's in your pocket. Picked up this little buck companion, 2-bladed knife. And this one, this little Schrade, like I said, it was filthy dirty, dull as dull could be. I cleaned it up, sharpened it up. I got a very good knife there for 10 bucks. So let's go from $10 to $20 knives. So there we have it. And all of these I got at the Cloverdale Flea Market as well. Except for this one, I got a gun show out in Chilliwack, BC. Let's start with this one. As of course you'll recognize it as a Buck 112. It does have a company logo on the blade. Once again, the camera's not cooperating with me today. There it is. Morgan Distribution. I believe I dated this one to 1995. Great shape, 20 bucks. Can't go wrong. Another $20 knife, this CRKT M16. And it was filthy dirty and dull. I picked that up, and I believe at the time when I picked these up, brand new, they were running about $90 Canadian, so I picked that up for $20. Pretty happy about that. This one I was super stoked to find. The Buck 450 Buck Light. So that was one of the, if you've seen my videos on that, I carried one of these for 20 years and I wore it out, man. And then I found a brand new one at the flea market last year. I was very happy. And this is my Ontario Rat 2. When I found it, it just had the nylon handle scales on it. And it couldn't cut butter. It was so dull. But I spent some time on my stones. And I got a pretty good edge on that. And I also purchased these carbon fiber covers from Way of Knife, EDC Gear House. I paid $20 originally for that. And I think I paid $26 for those scales. It's a great little knife. Oh, this is a $20 knife I picked up at the flea market as well. This is a Buck 549 folding fillet knife. This is in great shape. I'd never even seen one before that day. It is a mid-lock, very flexible blade, as you can see. 420 HC steel on that one, $20. I don't think I paid too much. I don't think I paid less than what it's worth. I think I was right on the money for that one. Here's another $20 purchase from the Cloverdale Flea Market. It's a Gerber Gator. You guys haven't seen this one yet. Nice little knife for 20 bucks. This is a made in the US Gerber. Serrated. Not sure what the steel is on this one. I think it's a 440. Could be a 420. Very comfortable handle. Good texture, good grip on that. You do need a proprietary tool to take this one apart. Just the pivot. The rest is riveted. Pretty happy with that. Here's one I picked up at an estate store. This should have been in my $5 pile. because that's what I paid for this knife. It had a broken blade. I sent it to Buck. They put a new blade on it. So that $5 purchase is now a $15 purchase, and look at that. They did the spa treatment on that. Fantastic. So here's a couple of 2.110s. This one I picked up from Craigslist for 25 Canadian dollars, just because it had a lot of character. I liked it. And I know these were made from 1974 to 1980. See if we can pick up the 2 dots, be on either side of the model number. Might not be able to see that one. This one has had a lot of use. See, it's been around. Some play in the blade there. I thought about sending that in for adjustment and spa treatment, but I thought, you know what, this knife deserves just to stay as it is, because that tells you this knife was used. But I just picked this one up recently. This is another 2.110. And this thing is in beautiful shape. A little bit of tarnish, but everything's good. No gouges in the wood. Nobody's been using their file to notch the deer they've done with it in the brass. It was, like I said, it was dull, but I spent some time on my stones. Let's see, you can see the edge I put on it there. This thing is really sharp once again, the way a buck should be. This one actually came with the original sheath as well. And I got to do a shout out to Singing Toad and thank him for sending me a tube of Last Chance Knives leather conditioner, because I've slopped that all over this old sheath and it is supple once again. Did a beautiful job on that. So thank you, Singing Toad, and thank you, Last Chance Knives. Really appreciate that gift. I should have mentioned, I found that one in a pawn shop down in Bellingham. And this was also in the case. It's an old K-bar folding hunter. I just cleaned it up and oiled it up. So there'll be some gunk coming out of there. But it was fairly rough shape. I took some sandpaper to it. Once again, it was dull. I put it on my stones. It's got a good edge on it once again, like it should have. But it's in really good shape. And this knife, I don't know the age on this. They made them for quite a long time. This one does say K-Bar USA. So I think it's from the 70s. Also has a skinning blade on it. That was the clip point. Pretty cool knife. Very much like the Case Folding Hunter. Only this is not real bone. This is that Staglon Delrin material. Here's another one I picked up at a gun show. Just a cheap old, I don't want to say cheap, but inexpensive multi-use knife. I think that did say the Hunter's Choice on there, and it is Japanese steel. I don't know if we can pick that up. This is Japan 8 Maxim. So I'm thinking that's AUS 8 steel. It had a pretty good edge. I haven't done anything to this knife since I bought it. I just liked it. Paid $15 for that, so I was pretty happy. So now we're moving on. Oh, here's one more I got at the pawn shop. Or pawn flea market. This is that old 119. It just says buck. 119 USA, no date stamp, no marks beside it. So this one I believe was made from 1972 to 86 or 74 to 86. It's quite a bit different than your modern 119s. The clip point is different, the fuller is different, it's different steel. Of course, this is not the original sheet, that's for a 121. All right, we'll move along quickly here. Try to anyhow. I know I'm taking up your time today. Here's another Craigslist purchase. My buck Thug, designed by Ron Hood. 5160 steel. Craigslist purchase. The guy asked $100 Canadian for that. I didn't even argue. I just said, okay, there you go. Pawn shop fine. Buck 650 Nighthawk. I think I paid 60 Canadian dollars for that knife. Pretty happy about that. There's another Craigslist find. It's an old trade. Again, this thing was dirty and dull. I cleaned it up, sharpened it up. $20 for that knife. Here's the sheath for it. It's in good shape. There's another Craigslist purchase. $20 for this Omni Hunter. It's a good sized knife there. There's a sheath for that one. And the last ones I brought today. I'll just move these and make some room. I also purchased off Craigslist. I know I'm leaving a few out. If you watch my channel, you know I don't like to pay full retail for anything. And I'm always saying the deals are out there. You just got to find them. So these were Craigslist purchases. I purchased them both from the same fellow. They belong to his uncle. And he put them up for sale, and he was asking combined for these two 90 Canadian dollars. And I said, you know what? That is a fair price. I'm not even going to argue over that one. But what we have here is the 75th anniversary 119, which was made in 2015. And you can tell that his uncle did use it because that belt loop is shaped like a belt and well used. As well, he had 2015 Buck 110. Great shape, very sharp. And again, well used because you can tell that this sheath has spent a lot of time on a belt. So I want to thank Doom Crew Outdoors for putting this open tag out there. And I want to thank Big J because I watched his response to it. And that's how I learned about it. So thanks for putting that out there, Big J. And another sincere thank you to Mo at Kirby Creek Outfit for the wonderful gift that I received yesterday. And I just want to say I hope everyone has had a happy New Year's celebration, and all the best to everybody in 2024. There you have it.